So I sacrificed my sleep these past few weeks because Faulty decided to keep a summer build battle so he can watch other people build because he ran out of build ideas. Yeah, that's definitely it, and not because he's done this for literally every other season. And let me tell you, the competition this time was insane. Oh my god. I mean, I submitted my build on the last day of the deadline, so submissions had already started coming in for most of them, and oh god, I was intimidated, is like sort of an understatement. Like, I couldn't bring myself to submit my own build at some point, but I was like, you know what? No. I think in retrospect, I definitely should have made the island sort of the landscape rather than create an island in itself to actually make my build on. And this is for a few reasons. First of all, this build in itself is not on Bloxburg levels, which means that everything that I wanted to make had to be made with basic shapes, which does allow you to add more detail, but it's also extremely annoying to build with, especially because one of my builds was a house, which meant it had a kitchen and a living room and stuff like that. And because it had a kitchen, I added appliances to it, and I decided to make the house on the floor first and then add it on top because the house is made of basic shapes in itself, so I could move it around. But when I moved around the house, I realized that the appliances aren't copy pastable, so they weren't moving with the house, and so I had to put the house first and then sort of add the appliances later, which, I mean, it was 2 minutes of work, but it was definitely annoying because it was one of the first things I made and I was running out of time, and it definitely got to me at some point. There were two themes that I had planned for this build. The first that I had initially counted on making was sort of like a musical island sort of theme. And for that, you will probably see like musical notes all around my build on this video. You might not see them all the time, but they're definitely there. And it's because I was initially sort of planning to make this like a musical island where it was basically like this really big violin and everything was music themed. And I don't know, I feel like the idea for it was very cute, but the execution was quite poor, so I decided to scratch that idea. And I was wondering what to do when I realized that my build had a lot of elevation to it. Most of the elevation was because I was planning to make it the terrain for the build and not the actual build, but I realized that it did have a lot of levels. So I sort of made this elemental theme because I was already making mermaids and like a hut sort of a thing for the build. So I realized I could make this sort of dragon cave because that was something I wanted in my build either way. So if there's a dragon, that spits fire. If there's a mermaid, which is water, and if there's a hut, which is like land basically, I just had to make something related to air and could be sort of like an elemental build battle. So that's what I ended up going for. So that was not my initial idea, but don't tell Faulty that. Now, talking about this art that I was making, this was sort of an inspo picture I saw on Pinterest, and this was while I was still making the music related island. So, this was just supposed to be like it's sort of like ladybug themed, but also mushroom themed, where on top of the roof of this house, you're gonna see this ladybug kind of detail where it's just a bunch of spears and like dots on it, but it's also spears, so it sort of looks like a mushroom. I don't know if it's ladybug, but I don't know. It seems like ladybug style to me. I don't know. So that's what this was for. Honestly, I feel like this was the easiest part of my build because I made a whole ass dragon for this, and let me tell you, I was not aware of my animal building capabilities before this build, but I was building for a faulty competition, mind you, so there was no way that I wouldn't build animals. I mean, I saw the competition on his Discord server and I was like, if I don't build animals for my theme and if I don't make at least one dragon, there is just not going to be any chance for me. There was no chance for me regardless, but that's not the point, okay? And I just want to mention before anyone even wonders, no, I did not win the competition. I'm recording this, I think, a few days after the results got announced. I wanted to post this video much earlier, but editing and stuff, it just takes time. And I record voiceovers while I'm editing, so I just speak over the clips. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. So the results have been announced, and I did not win, but I'm just gonna preface this right now because I'm gonna hella clickbait the shit out of this because I was like, I shouldn't probably even post this video because I didn't win technically, but I still spent 3 weeks in this, and I was initially planning to sort of work together with this or with a beach house. So I was planning to make a beach house and this simultaneously. But this took so much of my time and my commitment and my ideas and my motivation and my money. My money throughout this video, you're just gonna watch it go down, down, down. I think this entire build in itself costed something around 3 million. I don't think you'll watch my money go down to the point where it's like 3 million lesser because I was working while I was building as well. But it took up so much of my money and my plot data, by the way. This is the first build that hit 120% plot data. I was planning on buying 140% too, but I did manage to sort of just complete the build in 120, so I didn't have to do that. But this is the first time that I hit 120% plot data, and you know what? Honestly, it's an exciting feeling. I feel like I'm an official builder now because I've hit maximum plot data, and I can be like, oh, I can't add all these things to my builds, guys. I've maxed out plot data. I've maxed out plot data. I feel like that's something I can say now, and that feels very cool. You will also see, I don't know if there are clips of the waves I'm making, but initially the waves I made for this were sort of ivies that went from a gradient from dark blue to light blue, and I did really like it, but I didn't end up changing it because I felt like it wasn't realistic. So I ended up like making a few custom waves from like spears and stuff, and I used those field of flowers to sort of make the waves. But in retrospect, honestly, the waves that I made did look cartoony. But this entire build is cartoony. So I actually feel like it was not such a big deal. But I just felt the pressure, I guess, of trying to make it realistic. But I think I should have just stuck with my theme because my theme wasn't realistic. It was a cartoon, it was animation. So I felt like it did look good. But, anyways, I did end up changing my waves eventually. In retrospect, I do think I should have just kept my Floor Ivy ones. They looked cartoony and cute, but I did end up changing them. And this is when I started to make my dragon cave. So I was planning to make a dragon, obviously, but in retrospect, for I am doing a lot of retrospecting in this video, and it's just because I'm watching all my clips going back while editing them, and I definitely think there are many things I could have done differently, but obviously that's easier to say when you're not actively building it. I think while building it, this was like hard. I also do think I should have done a lot less copy pasting than I did. Like you can see right here, I'm sort of just copy pasting all the spears to sort of make the cave. And I feel like it's okay to copy paste, but I feel like there would have been more customization and more depth to my dragon if it had a few more spears here and there and not just repetitive. Now I am not going to show myself coloring my dragon, and it's because it's blue and green right now, but my final version of the dragon is actually not this. It's red, yellow, and orange. I'll show it during the tour. But I changed the color of this dragon a bunch of times, and it is because at first I had kept this sort of gradient of red, yellow, orange, and it's the same as now, but the way the gradient was shaped was different, so it kind of looked very funny to me, and it sort of reminded me of Skittles because of the way the gradient was. So I ended up changing it to this. But blue and green, I don't know, I just didn't like them as colors for dragons. So I ended up changing it to a different style of gradient with the same colors. So I will show that during the tour. I'm very proud of this eye, by the way. This eye itself took me like a lot of time because I made so many spears, customized them, transformed them here and there to sort of put them on top of the light, and it took time, but you know what I mean, like the eye looks so good because I put so much time into it, and I feel like I should have done that for the rest of the dragon as well. And yes, I did not make the bodies for the mermaids. Okay, I tried. It was very hard, and the mermaid looked so chopped. I did not want to give life to a woman like that who looked so bad. Can I say that in 2026? I don't know. Okay, she looked fat. Okay, I just did not like the way she looked, and it just didn't make sense. So I just decided to make it sort of like upside down. I sort of transformed them upside down on the water, so it looked like they were diving essentially. I do also end up having waves around them to add depth, but yeah, that's pretty much what I did. This thing that I'm doing behind, by the way, is inspired by a geode. I wanted it to sort of look like a cave that they're sort of swimming inside, and I didn't want it to just be a rock. I felt like that would be a little boring. So I initially thought of how spears look like geodes a little bit. So I decided to make them purple and geode like. Initially, they were all semi transparent spears, but I realized with semi-transparent spheres, you can see the stuff behind them because they are semi-transparent. So I then decided to take the opaque spheres, make them foil, and then take the semi-transparent spheres and add them in front. So it sort of looks like you can see through them, but you can't actually see through them because, well, there's opaque spheres behind them, so it adds that much depth. I feel like geodes to a certain extent are like that, but I'm not going to comment on that because I don't know how geodes are made, so I don't want to get cancelled about geodes, okay? There is a lot of this build that I've sort of just skipped, and it's mainly because there is just so much that I added to this build, and I don't want to record all of it and then put it on 16 speed and then just there's just a bunch of videos of me putting things from one place to another, and it's just very fast and it doesn't make sense. I feel like I didn't want to do that, so I ended up not doing that, and I am just showing some parts here and there of what my build looked like, and the final version will be shown in the end. And I also realized I don't think I mentioned my position. So I came 35th in the Blogsburg competition. There were like 80 submissions. So you know what? 35th is not bad, okay? Considering the competition, I mean, I knew I was not gonna win when I was building. Like I knew this was not a winning build, but I decided to build anyway because I did want to make a video out of it. So I felt like I probably should. But honestly, 35 out of 80 means I am in the top half. So it is an honor. Okay, it is an honor to be in the top half with the kind of builds that it was. I was also building in a very public, I think it was some content creators in neighborhood. So I got to see other people build for Faulty as well. So it was very fun to just watch a bunch of people building for something you're going to be a part of as well. So I think the experience of building for this was also very fun. I feel like if you're building for a Faulty competition, try going into like content creator neighborhoods because you'll see just a bunch of people with black walls surrounding their builds, and they're just building and building, and it's just so cool to watch them build. And there it is. After 3 weeks of work, multiple mental breakdowns, here we are. I did change the color of this hut to blue because it was complementary to red. So I felt like it would make sense just color wise. I'm also really glad that I made an interior. It was definitely Pinterest inspired, but I think the colors and the black and white checks and the orange and the yellow, very good, they go together. I did have to make custom appliances for the kitchen because the Bloxburg appliances were just not small enough because this is a small hut and the appliances ended up being too big. So, except the bed, I think, and maybe the bookshelves over here, everything I had to make was custom. This, I think, is my favorite part the cave to the dragon. I mean, I also put glowing embers around it so there's light inside the cave because I realized it was too dark. And you sort of enter through its mouth and into the sky. I love what I did with this space. So yeah, this is what the sky looked like. There's also a city underneath it, and I'm just really proud of what my build looks like. And I have no complaints that I didn't win. Honestly, every single build that was submitted was so good. So yeah, that was the end of the video. If you guys have any other video suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and see you next video. Bye.